for watching. Hey guys, so this is Pandy That, which is my new YouTube channel. So we're gonna do a story time, but like, comment, and subscribe. Please hit the bell notification so you know when I post a new video. So this story time is gonna be why I had quit track in junior year of high school. So let's get into the video. So the reason why I had quit track was because this is what happened. So technically, I'm not really a person who runs. I'm not really an athletic type of person. And I needed to have some type of extracurricular activities to do outside of school, and so I thought maybe I should do track because I always wanted to do track, and it's like, okay, let's do track. So that's what I went to go do. I signed up for track. I went to go do it, and then my friends were like, okay, yeah, you're doing track. That's really good. And then when I went to do track, it's like I didn't like the environment. When I went to do track, everybody seemed in like, not everybody, but I had like three friends that were actually really nice to me. I'm not gonna take the three names because but what's this called? I'm not. The three friends were like really nice. The girl, let's name her Sarah. Sarah, she was really nice to me. Whenever I tell her what's going on, she definitely sees what happened, and she said everything's okay. Just try to ignore them the best you can. So I said there, okay, that's what I'm gonna try to do. And then the other guy, let's name him Steve. Let's name him Steve. He was actually really nice. He wanted me to technically just try my best. That's all he's like, just try your best. Just try to run as you can. Yeah. And the other friend, he was technically a friend of my ex-boyfriend at the time, and he said that just try your best and just try to do well. Does not pay attention to them. So while we was at track, we like do the drills and stuff like that. Goes to practice every single day. At the same time, I didn't have any transportation because I didn't have a car at the time. I still don't have a car at the time. Basically the people there, it was like really mean, and my mom, she said I can't continue driving you there because of because she works and she needs to get off of work, and how she's gonna quickly go for work and then come and get me, it kind of loses her schedule and messes her up. And so I said to her that I just really want to do track. I really want to do it. But at the same time, I didn't like it at the same time because how I didn't mind like waiting and having my mom just like come pick me up. I didn't mind that. The fact that when I be doing the track, I be trying to do my best. I'm not a fast person. All I do is try to run my best. Just try to do my best I can. And I remember these girls, what they would do, they'll come behind my back and then they would talk about me and then be like, oh, hey, now how's everything going? I'm like, but you just talked behind my back. I just heard you. And then this boy, the boy, we're gonna name him Hayden. He made fun of my name. He would say, oh, what's your name again? Like you didn't hear me saying my name the first time. Maybe that understood like the first two times you don't understand my name, but it's simply just Natalie, like the normal way I spell Natalie, which is Natalie. The normal way, not anything different. So he's like, oh, how do you spell your name again? And then he would try to say my name like the Spanish way, Natalia, how my teacher, Miss Brown, would say. And I'm like, I only want her to say it, not you. And then he would be like, oh, why, like he always tries to be faster than I am. He always tries to like beat me, or like I never really care about winning technically. I just wanted to technically just have fun and just beat myself. But at the same time, I wasn't really happy being in the environment because at the same time, I remember we had a track meet, and I was on my cycle. And when I was on my cycle, when I'm on my cycle, I'm in pain. When like my stomach hurt me so much that if I run or doing any extra activities, I would technically just throw up. And I don't want to just throw on a track like that. So it was at the track meet, and it was supposed to be me and these two other girls that were supposed to run with me. And when we was doing the 8 meter run, 800 meter run, yeah, like the long distance run. And when we was doing it, the I said to the I said because I had two runs, 8 meter run, the 200 one. So I said to the coach, my coach at the time, and I said to him that I can't run because my stomach is hurting. I'm in really bad pain, and I just can't do it. And so he's like, okay, just take some ibuprofen or take some Advil. One of the girls gave me an Advil, like one of the girls that was nice to me, and I had to sit down and just like stay there. The two other girls supposed to run me. Since I didn't run, they said, "Oh, since she didn't run, that means we don't have to run either." And I was like, "Wait, that does not make sense. Doesn't mean that I don't run. Doesn't mean that you forfeit our track meet, so you don't run either. So you just technically forfeit our 800 meter run." And they said that since she didn't run, that means we don't have to do anything either. We just gonna sit down because she's doing that too. And then I was like, "That doesn't. You can't do that." And they just like it's whatever. And then they got upset. It's like, oh, that makes no sense that you do that. And then after that, when I was um there at the track meet, I was like, okay, so you know how like you're a track team supposed to congratulate everybody. I congratulate everyone. I was like, okay, everybody did good. High five. And then this is before COVID though. And I congratulate them. It's like high five and everything. And then they gave me like this mean face, like they didn't want to high five me. I'm like, I'm on your team, but okay. And then, but when they come to their friends and all, they want to go ahead and congratulate their friends and all. I'm like, oh, okay, I see how it is. So then after that, it's like, okay. And then the next thing we came home from the track meet. We went to the track, back to the gym, with the school. We went back to school and we went home and everything. Then by the next day we had to do 16 laps around the track because the coach was mad that no one did 800 meter. The coach was not mad at me. The coach was mad at the two girls who didn't do the 16 meter, the 800 meter around the track. And then they started blaming me, saying, "Oh, it's all your fault that you didn't do it." And I'm like, "How is it my fault when you're the one who didn't do it? Because I didn't do it." It's either if someone don't do it, there are two people to do it. But no, y'all decided not to do it. So all this, everybody has to get in trouble just because y'all two. And then they started hating me after. I'm like, okay, I don't really care. And then after that, I didn't want to be in an environment where I can't be surrounded by like girls who were like very supportive of each other. Like it wasn't really like a supporting team. So I was like, okay. So then the next day after that, we were just like doing our casual warm ups. We only have a spot where you do your warm up. So we did our warm up, and the girl, she's like, "Oh, that's my spot." I'm like, "We don't have a spot." And then so she called me. So she called me a B word, which is, do you know what that is? Which is BITCH. I was like, what? And so I said to her, fine, you can have your spot back. Like, you want your spot, you can willingly have it. And then she's like, oh, I don't want my spot anymore, you just took it. I'm like, okay, so what do you want me to do about it? And like, I didn't feel like in a good environment that time, I would always complain to my ex-boyfriend at the time about how track was, how everything went. He was just like, oh, well then, if you don't want to be in, then just get off the team then. I'm like, I'm just telling you that I didn't say I didn't want to get off the team yet. Because my plan was I was going to get off the team until like after when the track meet's done and not join for senior year. Because I was going to do it for 2 years, but then I'm like, no, I can't be in an environment where I don't feel comfortable in. Sorry, there's an ant right there that's going. But, and he wasn't really supportive of it. My mental health went down. I didn't, like, track kind of made my grades to go down because of how bad it was, how the environment was, how I didn't even feel safe at school at the point, because already at school it's really like bad already, because like I didn't like the school, and top of that it was even more worse at the school and everything. So being at school for like technically most of my day was just I didn't like. So technically when we came home, I was just upset. I didn't want to do track anymore. I said, Mom, I don't want to do track anymore. I can't do it. Especially the fees was so high, and like the fee was like $175. My mom's like, I can't afford that. But she's like, you better do this. So it's like, okay. So it's like maybe let me just stick with it until like the end of the school year. So in the school year, I just technically stick with it until end of junior year. And then I was like, okay, I'm not doing track anymore. I can't continue doing track when I don't feel safe. I don't feel okay with being in an environment where people are like nice or anything like that. So I just stopped. So and the way how it was just not a good environment, how I complained to my friends about it, how I complained to my ex-boyfriend at the time about it. It was just not a good time. I just didn't like it. I just But that's it. That's happened with track. There's like technically lots of stories what happened with school that I can technically tell you about. But yeah, that's it for why I quit track. But thank you for watching. Hope this video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Hit bell notification bell if you're notified on the video. And technically on this channel, I'll be posting story times, random things. Yeah, and about high school, stories about high school, everything like that. And yeah, so yeah, bye.